everybody, it's Momma Shoshana. Welcome to my channel. I am Momma Shoshana, also known, of course, as Shoshana Mizell. I am so happy to see everybody this week. I hope you had a wonderful week, and we're going to get right into our video podcast today. So I wanted to talk a little bit about mindfulness, okay? And excuse me again, if I'm looking over to the side, I just take notes, I do research, and I'm always talking with my team about having the most value of content for you, because you are why I'm here. Got about 60 decades and change of life experience. I'm not a professional therapist, but I am an expert at my story and what I've been through. And if that can help you, that's what it's all about. So again, welcome to the Momma Shoshana community. So mindfulness, what does mindfulness mean to me? I'd love to know what it means to you. And I think about mindfulness as being in the moment, enjoying everything around you, stopping to smell the flowers, stopping to listen to the birds. But it is a very, very busy world, and we don't always have an opportunity to do that. So sometimes we have to be proactive. So some of the things that we can do to have a sense of mindfulness when it is appropriate in the day is to prepare for it. For example, sometimes I can start my morning with a meditation, and believe me, it's very hard for me to be still. Like I'm always thinking, I'm always moving. Like if I lay down, I just try to meditate and breathe. I'm thinking about other things going on, and don't worry about that. It is okay. That is perfectly normal for the conscious to, to be very, very busy, because that is the reality of our world, where there's a lot of stimulation. And so mindfulness is a wonderful way to counteract that. And here are some suggestions, and I'd love to hear any suggestions you have written in the comments. That would be great. Is meditation. Another thing is, to be mindful is another thing. You can create a vision board. So basically, if you don't know what a vision board is, we can always do another video. You can request videos, and I can go on to what a vision board is. And that's basically just putting up pictures and sayings of what you want to manifest in your life, which is kind of leading on to the next podcast. Another thing is a journal. Is sometimes getting all that busy thinking, even if it doesn't make any sense, or even if it doesn't seem important, just get it down on paper. There is a very proven benefit of getting what you're thinking physically down on paper, because then you have the visual, you have the tactile, and you're transposing that onto paper, and then you can kind of just close the book and put it away. Another thing is you can do is, if you have a friend or a family member, anybody that you feel you can confide in, listen, this is what I'm trying to do, is trying to be more mindful, trying to be more aware, trying to have a deeper relationship with myself and whatever you want to call what's out there, the universe, the world, the stars, a sense of otherworldliness, which can be called spirituality. You can have a buddy where you are accountable to each other, where you could say, for the next week, let's be mindful of holding the door for other people without expecting a thank you. Just that exercise there. Right there, that can help you with your mindfulness about letting go of ego, letting go of pride, letting go of expectations and agendas of other people. Mindfulness can also be strengthening that part of your brain that needs consistency. So maybe for a month, every Thursday, wash the floors. Even if they don't need washing, it's just this habitual thing where you're constantly doing something, you're following a schedule, and you're strengthening that part of you that just kind of has a blind faith that if you continue to do these things, that you continue to practice responsibility, that somehow it's going to strengthen a connection. What the connection is, only you will know when it happens, and you will know. And another thing is mindfulness within your own body. And that may be just, practice stretching for 10 minutes a day. Practice the mind, body, spirit connection. And you can write down, what is one thing I will do today towards my dream, which is blank, blank, blank. You can just fill that in. So, with that kind of those kind of specific exercises, and you can create your own, share with us. I would love for you to share with the Momma Shoshana community, what things you're doing, what things you've heard about, what things you've tried that have worked, and things that you've tried that maybe didn't work, might work for other people. So we're just exchanging ideas here. And then, so, going into a little bit, just touching on some of the subjects about your state of mind. So, being still and being aware of your surroundings, but being still at the same time. Sometimes being still is extremely important, because that is a great way for you to check in with yourself. Not judging yourself, not thinking, oh, I should feel this, or I should feel that, or I should be doing this, or doing that. It's just kind of getting comfortable with being still. And what that does, I think sometimes, is opens your mind, which is your intellect, your heart, which can be, your emotions, and a spiritual, and what I mean by spiritual is something that is not tangible. Sometimes you can't touch, you can't see, you can't smell. It is beyond our senses, but it is part of an intuition. And unfortunately, I think, in my humble opinion, that intuition has been kind of diluted a little bit, because we're getting all the answers we need. We're not going to libraries anymore and taking all those big books and opening them up, and that whole series of actual physically getting to a place, physically getting articles of knowledge, and having to actually research and look and go to different places. We're pretty much mechanically going through everything. So I think that for me anyway, that kind of dilutes my intuition a little bit. So in being still, and in all these practices where we're not having it done for us, where we're not going onto Google and getting the information like that, and then we copy and paste it somewhere else, actually going through that, it really strengthens so many parts of the brain. It strengthens even hormones that are released, and hormones that are, subdued, because we're not in such a stressful mode. We're not in such a, mode of being in fight or flight. We're actually in rest and digest. And that can open an entire part of our brain and our heart to receive other things that we want in life. So as we manifest these things, or we think about wanting to manifest, you may not even know what you want. But how would you know unless you're still? So those are things that I really, really think are so important. You deserve it. You deserve to be still. You deserve to have time with yourself. You are beautiful. You are loved. You are loving. You are lovable. And in this crazy world, there's sometimes so few things that we're in control of, but we are in complete control of starting on the path to connecting to something. And we'll definitely go into a much more depth about what is that something? What is that something? And that fulfillment that does not come from social media, that fulfillment that does not come from being the prettiest or the richest or the best job or making the most money. I mean, those are great things, yes, and there is a lot of fulfillment, but they have their place. It cannot replace your sense of completeness inside yourself and your sense of wonder and curiosity about the unseen in your world. That constant desire of curiosity, that constant desire of, understanding what are other people going through, what are other people thinking, what can we do to be more inclusive and loving to different people, different religions, different ethnic backgrounds, different sexual people of different sexual identities. Just being able to find one thing that we all have in common, and that's humanity. That's humanity. And if you can find that, if you can be open to that, regardless of whatever thoughts you might have, regardless whatever preconceived ideas you might have of other people, other cultures, other religions, or other, not even religions, but just other people's way of living. If you can be open to that, the sky's the limit. Your world exponentially opens up, and that is the most amazing gift we can give to ourselves and to other people, to people around us, to our children, our family, our friends. And there will be strangers around you that you don't know. There will be people around you that you might have met once or twice, and you don't even really realize they're watching you. Actions speak so much louder than words. And if you live your desires, in other words, if you walk the walk and not just talk the talk, you can be such a power of example to other people without even realizing it. So love like the world, like nobody's watching. Share like nobody's watching. Give like nobody's watching, and love yourself, because I love you. You're very important to me. That is why I'm here. And so with that, I hope you have, and I know you will have, the most amazing morning, afternoon, or evening. And if you're ready to go to sleep, sweet dreams. Before we leave, I would thank you so much if you would subscribe. We have not just a couple of posts coming, but a lifetime of sharing, a lifetime of amazing projects together, a lifetime of until I take my last breath. And even after that, I hope to leave a legacy of beautiful young people in my life that will continue this. So this is a relationship that can continue, and I will, hand the baton over to another person. So this is just not one or two posts. This is something that is an investment, okay? We are investing in each other. I am invested. I want to create a space where I am completely and utterly at your disposal. So please subscribe. It would help this channel so much, and in doing so, help the community, the town, the world. And please like the video and share anything you want to. I'm completely open. Any questions you have. I have so many projects that are going to, I'd love to share with you, that will completely open my world to you. No screens, completely honest. I just open myself, and where we need to heal together, we will heal together in time. It takes time, but I want to, and I completely invested in spending that time with you. So again, Momma Shoshana signing off and sending you a big kiss. Mwah. I love you, and you're important, you're worthy, and you're valued. Bye. Mwah.